Well, it's officially that time. As you can see, most of the trees have changed. Some of them are done. My big girl is always the last one to turn and the last one to fall, which is why there's no point in cleaning this up in the meantime. I see a bunch of them over there already done. But yeah, this is that's where we are. For the most part, the plants are done. I do still have peppers here, letting the last few ripen all the way. I figured I might as well. Still put out a few new ones too, which was surprising. Got a couple left over here. Probably just cut these green. Hello, Keats. What are you doing? Burrs all over your tail. Where you been? We have a few tomatoes left. A lot of them are splitting before they even have an attempt to ripen though. So these, most of them I'm not really picking. I just got a nice one off of there, but we'll see how these do. My last batch of potatoes are looking great, although I did just find a bunch of leaves with some black soot looking stuff on the edges, and so I cut them all off. We've had a lot of rain, which has been very annoying, because when we needed it in the summer we didn't get any, and now that we don't want it we get a ton. So I'm thinking it was just too wet for a while, and I don't know, hopefully it'll be good. We'll see. I wasn't really sure if this one would even make it to harvest because I planted it so late. I don't know, again, how wet, how cold it's going to get in the fall, but I figured I might as well try, because otherwise I was just going to throw it away anyways. So we'll see what that one does. A couple more peppers here. Still putting out new ones. The little violets have mostly come back. Some broccoli that was coming back. Something chowed it. Yeah. But this is the real reason we are here today. This pot of potatoes is done. This is actually pot number 2, which also looks really good, but is quite frankly a little smaller. And it has been eaten up a little bit. Nothing dramatic. This one branch right here is the worst. This stuff over here is pretty good. There's some more down there. Yeah, it's getting to be a little more eaten now. Which again happened last time, didn't affect the potatoes too much, but obviously I'd love to see that not happen. But this one is 2 to 3 weeks ahead of that monster over there. And it's smaller, so I don't know if there's just different types of potatoes in here, which is entirely possible. But we'll see. We may just get less, because again, that's part of the experiment, was where I grew them, and I grew them in 3 different spots. But other than that, I grew them exactly the same, although the first one I did not hill up at all. These 2 I have hilled up once, so we'll see if that makes a difference. Here is our second pot of potatoes, and I am so excited, because they are dying back, guys. I mean, they have died back significantly just this week, which was pretty much right about what I had on my calendar. I have, potatoes, question mark. So I'm going to give this a few more days, but I'm going to say one day this week these are coming out, so stay tuned for that. Very exciting. Hello. Have you come to help me harvest potatoes? Alright guys, well the time has finally come. We are about to pull pot number 2. I cannot wait to see how we did. Okay guys, well as you can see, this pot has completely died off. In fact, I was going to pull it 4 or 5 days ago. And, I mean, it was all like this anyways. And it just started to rain. I thought it was going to stop, and it didn't. It went on for days. And then I wanted to give it a day or so to dry out, because I don't know how that is going to affect this. I know they're easier to pull when they're dry. First pot, I didn't water them when I was getting close to harvesting, but it was also in the middle of the summer, so I didn't have the rain interfering in my plans. So we will see what we've got in here. I am excited. Let's do it. So I know about half the people like to just pull the plants, and half the people like to cut this off and then just dig. I'm going to do a little of both. I'm going to cut the bulk of them off, get it out of the way. But I do like to have something to pull. Put that on there. Might be able to see some just when we pull the mulch, which is always exciting. Nothing so far. Such a itty bitty peanut. Interesting. Things probably trying to plant their stuff in my pots, because they do that a lot around here. And I did hill these up a second time, so there's a lot more hay mulch on here than what I started with. I wanted to see how much of a difference that would make. So far, it's just more wet. Ooh, I see my first potato. All right, let's get into it. All right, let's get this bad boy turned out. There's one wet. It looks pretty good. But I want to pull or dump. I want to do both. I'm going to pull first. How cute are these? All right. Way down. It's cracking. Nice. Let's see what we got. This guy right here. Ooh. The skins do look a little rougher. I don't know if it's because it was so wet. I forgot all this was in the bottom of that pot, quite frankly. Drainage. In there. Loud. Let's see. Wow. Let's see. Well, definitely got some more in there, which is nice. Seed potato, which I think there was only one in here. Can't remember if there's one or two, but I guess I'll find out. One of those. Go. Nice, nice, nice. Goodies. Make sure that I've gone through all this before I start piling other soil on top of it, because clearly I have not. What's up, guy? Oh, there's a few more. love the soil. Find them in there all the time. Which doesn't seem to hurt anything, so I think that's it, guys. Can't make up its mind whether it's 10-3-7 or 10-4-1. Interesting. Anyways,